What is going on, guys? Welcome to our Finance Tuesdays. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. And in today's video, I want to talk about why wealth is not built overnight. Now, you've probably seen awesome ideas out there or quick ways of making money, and I'm all for making income. I'm not against that at all. But the issue I have is where you see people promise things like, hey, I made over $100,000 in 6 months. And I'm sure they did. I'm not saying they're lying. The reality is they have a skill they built over time. They're marketing. They're good at sales. They're good at convincing people to buy their product. And they probably spent years and upon years to get where they are right now. So let's take a step back and look at from this angle skills. You need to have something of value in the market. But here's the thing that people might miss sometimes: you have to build it, it doesn't happen overnight. You see, if you look at, let's say, an athlete, for example, they've spent a lot of years getting to a point where they're a pro at it. So you look at an NBA player, an NFL player, they've spent years upon years to become a professional athlete. It didn't happen overnight. They spent time on their craft during their childhood years. They sacrificed those times to get better to end up in a place where they have a lot of income coming in and they earn a paycheck for it, right? If you look at it through the lens of, oh, okay, this person is 19 years old, they're so good at basketball, and I'm over here thinking, how do they make all this money? Well, they spent 10 years of their life getting better. If we take a step back and we evaluate our financial situation and trying to get wealthy, we got to build a skill that will bring value to the market. And we probably should spend 5 to 10 years getting really good at it. Because the reality is, entrepreneurs, businessmen, businesswomen spent years building that product. They spent time working on their skills. So you have to think about it from that perspective. If you want to be wealthy and have more resources, you can't treat it like fast food where you go in and go out and that's it. No, it doesn't work that way. You've got to be patient. You've got to learn to save money. You got to learn to make more income in your field. So I'll give you an example. I've been in Medicare for 3 years. I've noticed that I sell consistently 2 to 3 deals a day. I know there's another level I want to go to where I want to reach 15 to 20 deals in a week so I can reach that 50, 60 threshold in a month for my deals. I do about 35, 40 a month. It's good. I think it's solid, but I know I can do more. So there's another level I need to go to in my field, right? But I also understand I'm in year 3. There's a learning curve I still have to go through. There's a process I have to continue to work on and be patient with. I'm not going to be perfect at this. I'm still going to get better year in and year out. But let's just say I get an offer to sell life insurance. Doesn't make sense to learn something new right now. It makes sense to keep selling Medicare because that's what I've been doing for the past 3 years. Why would I want to go jump in a new skill and start from the beginning? Doesn't make sense. So if you want to increase your wealth, if you want to have more money, focus on your skill and spend time, dedicate your time to what you're doing and build it out. And then if you have something on the side you can work on, do that, allocate your time appropriately. I don't recommend people who are, if they want to have a business or own something and you've got debt, I would take care of your debt first because you need active income to knock that out. So you're freeing yourself up. You're not a slave to something anymore. I know this is very practical and probably something you don't hear all the time, but I think it's needed because wealth doesn't happen overnight. As you hear the saying, Rome was not built in a day. So you got to think of it from that perspective. If you can take your time, process everything, and think about this with athletes. Some of them blow the money, right? Because they have this huge paycheck. They don't know what to do with it because they don't have financial literacy. So think about that. Like fast money isn't always a good thing. People get in the lottery and they blow it all away because they don't know what to do with it. So if you can take your time, you learn to save money, you build up your emergency savings, you put your money in the right places, and it grows over time. You're going to look down the road, whether it's 10, 15 years, you're going to be like, man, I'm in a better place because I was moving at maybe a slow pace or a fast pace, and I got where I needed to be. But you took your time, you built the right skills, and now you're more valuable in the market. So it's just something to think about. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Thanks for sticking to the end. Love to hear your thoughts on this subject. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.